Welcome to today's race, Grid 1 cars at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Driving the Hyundai Grid 1 today. Let's see what happens. Coming into this first corner. And into the second. Car on the left, bit of contact there. Still in the last position. Let's see what we can do today. And these Grid 1 cars are extremely fast. It's a really short circuit at Gilles Villeneuve as well. Pull up into 19th position. Trying to hold the outside line here. You really do get a sense of speed with the PSVR2. Able to glance over. And these are things that are just not possible on a flat screen. See the apexes of the corners. Alongside. 15 in front. Couldn't pull away. Come up to this hairpin here, slowing back down. Tight round that corner. Come along the fast straight here. One of the fastest parts of the track. And what a feeling it is to be able to look over and see the cars that you're driving by in such great detail. Started today with the race in mediums and starting the second lap here. See how long these tyres last for in this race before I need to pit in. Need to also keep an eye on the fuel management as well. These cars aren't so heavy compared to the Grid 3 cars, so it'll be interesting to see what the tyre wear's like with the way that I've set the custom race up. Around this corner here, and then your right hander, and down the straight. This is where you can gather a lot of speed. And these cars are absolutely ludicrously fast. Oh, quite a bit overshoot there. He's overshot the corner. Looking back to see if it's clear. Managed to get back on track. Kept his position at 16th. He's very, very lucky. Purple sector. Seem to be a wee bit overdriving here. Trying to keep pace with these cars in front. No slipstream ahead. Trying to reduce that gap. Come round to the end of the second lap here, commencing the third lap. See if we can close the gap a wee bit. We can see a car in front. Keep checking the mirrors for behind. See if there's any cars behind us. Round into the first couple of corners here. Nice and tight, accelerating out. Down this very short straight. Into another tight couple of corners here. Right and left. Hold the power down around this corner. Braking hard. Holding the line. Accelerating out. Down this long straight. 15s. Straight ahead. Managed to close the gap quite a bit here. Getting a bit of that slipstream. I've got to be careful with these corners. See if we can get the overtake. To the right there, checking, see if the car's close by. Can we get round the corner here? Accelerating out. Now getting the foot down, on hunt for 14th position. The sense of speed with that hat on is absolutely insane, coming down these long straights. And the feeling of immersion using the wheel and the pedals at the same time. It's absolutely incredible. There's really nothing like it on PlayStation 5. There's not been any other driving VR game that can really compete with Gran Turismo in my opinion. Trying to see if we can get a glimpse of 14th position up here. Nothing as of yet. Tyres seem to be warmed up quite a bit more. Feeling that I've got a bit extra grip coming around these corners and getting a wee bit more confident. I'm driving down this long straight again, gathering that speed, trying to close that gap to 14th ahead. And you see a glimpse of the cars there just going around the corner. I'm not too far away, so I seem to be gaining some pace. See the cars there just turning in the corner with the hairpin. Oh, I think I just clipped that wall. Need to be careful with overdriving here. Could potentially ruin my race. Come down this long straight here. Getting a bit overexcited and overshoot that corner again. Over the sausage cup there. That's twice in this race that I've done that. That corner always seems to catch me out here. But fortunately, I didn't get a penalty. Even though the penalty system's on, I would have thought that would have been cut in the corner, but maybe that's something that Gran Turismo need to address for this track in particular. Still pushing forward to try and get that 14th spot. No slipstream ahead so far. Still see a glimpse of those cars. They seem to be getting a bit closer. Need to try and keep the mistakes down to a minimum, or even none at all, so we can try and push forward up the grid. It's tight here, pin here. I think I clipped him all that time as well. The sense of pace in these cars is incredible. He's clipped the corner again. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. 3 mistakes, shake of the head. Not happy with that driving. Feeling a wee bit of determination here to try and link all these corners together on this track and try and get a wee bit more pace going around the track, because every mistake that you make on any driving track around the world, you're losing time and potentially could make your race come to a very, very screeching halt. Lap 6, time of day starting to change, headlights have come on. Really trying pushing hard here. 170, 180 miles an hour. The acceleration on these cars is just simply outmatched from anything else in the game. It would be nice to see a more array of cars selectable in the Grid 1 and Grid 2 class within the game. Starting to feel the wear of the tyres and the racing mediums. The fuel is going down a wee bit as well. It's more the tyre wear that seems to be the problem. And we're trying to judge really if any of the opponents ahead are going to be pitting in, considering we're on lap 7. Basically halfway through the race. Going along this straight here, see a glimpse of the car ahead. Just going up to this tight hairpin, you can see the cars starting to feel a wee bit more optimistic. We're gaining some ground, we're gaining a bit of pace on the track, but we are being very cautious in regards to the tyres. The mediums seem to be wearing. Just trying to see if they're maybe going to pull into the pit lane, but they're not. We'll go for the overtake. We're on to lap 8, we're into 14th position eventually. You can see their team just ahead, trying to keep pace. See if we can maybe take him before this corner. Can't, we've got to give him the room. Oh, mistake there for number 13 off the wall. To dodge out the way. Just been very cautious because it's the tyres where that I have. Other cars will be feeling that as well. Well, I've got a sneaking suspicion that the other cars have got the racing hards on, and I've started with the mediums. So we'll see if there's any mistakes due to come from the cars ahead. Could potentially get me a few positions up the grid. Pull into 13th place here, into that tight hairpin, holding the line. After this long straight here, we get a glimpse of 12th, 11th and 10th position, 3 cars up ahead. Getting a little bit excited here to see if we can push up the grid a wee bit more, go on to lap 9. We are still wary of these tyres though, and we're trying to think when would be best to pull in. There is only 15 laps in the race. And we're thinking maybe racing softs at this point. Give yourself a wee bit of extra grip for the end of the race to see if we can pull up the grid a wee bit more. It doesn't seem as if the cars ahead are going to be looking to pull into the pit lane. So right behind number 12 here, 11th and 10th position. Trying to gain a bit of speed down this straight. Got to give them some space there. There's no point trying to push forward there. I'd have went straight off track like I have done previously. Already made 3 mistakes, don't want to be making any more. Managed to nip in and get 12th there, round the hairpin, still behind 11th. Accelerate now. Checking those mirrors. Driving by 11th place as well. And 10th. Hard on the brakes, right behind 9th, 8th and 7th position. Straight ahead. Now we're starting to see why we've had such a long time in this race where we've not managed to gain a lot of ground. Because all these cars have had the slipstream behind each other. And they've kept in small groups. Managed to get round that corner and take 9th position on the inside. Now up behind 8th. Coming round this corner flat. We're trying to look for an opening here to see if there is any overtaking opportunities. We managed to pull into 8th. Got to give 7th place the space. Oh! 9th had just pulled ahead in front and back over, take the overtake back into 8th position. Down 7th, get that draft. Pull away from the Tomahawk. Extremely fast car in the game. Oh, I've cut that corner again. I've spun out. The Tomahawk clips on the way around the corner as well. Wheel back, take the precision back. Lap 11. These tyres are seriously starting to show their wear. We haven't really seen any of the cars up ahead get into the pit lane. The fresh set of tyres, potentially some fuel. So we're thinking coming around here, might be a good idea to pit in, starting the 12th lap, in the last 3 laps, and see if we can maybe keep our position whilst we're in the pit lane. I don't think we're going to have a big enough gap behind in order to do that, so we may have some work to do in the last 3 laps. It's kind of too late now to think about maybe pitting in the laps gone by. So we're just going to need to roll with this and see what the outcome will be at the end of the race. Come down the straight. Nearly forget to pit in there. Don't know if we're going to get a penalty for crossing that pit lane. Come in here, get the softs on. Don't know why I decided to take a little bit of fuel there. But out we go from the pit lane. We've dropped back down into 14th from 7 positions, so we've dropped 7 positions here. 8 positions down into 15th. Down into 17th. Come out that pit lane. We've got the softs on now, so we're hopefully going to try and push through, try and regain some positions. Back up to 14th. You can definitely feel the extra grip from the racing softs, but they are cold tyres. So potentially by lap 14 they could be warmed up by then. We can see some cars ahead. We're getting hopeful and we can hopefully pull some positions back, but at this point I'm thinking pitted in far too late. I left it too late in the race to have any desired effect with the new tyres. As you can see, we've got 13th, 12th, 11th, 10th and 9th position all hunched up together. Into this long straight there, pull into 13th, trying to get the draft from 12 ahead. Hard on those brakes. Make sure I don't clip that corner on the sausage curb there. Potentially just throw the car out of alignment. Ruin the race. Pull up into 10th. 4 positions back already with these soft tyres. What a difference it seems to be with the grip. Trying to pull in the inside, the same move as he done earlier on with another car. Straight up into 9th position, 8th position just ahead. Seem to get brake checked there from number 8. A bit of contact at the front. See if we can pull away now. You can see the 8th positions, back tyres, this weren't giving them the grip there coming out of that corner. Coming down here into 7th position. So these new tyres seem to be doing the job as intended. I'm quite surprised, back into 7th. They've managed to regain all those positions by almost a 2nd lap from the pit. Coming down here and we're seeing if we can maybe get another couple of positions before the end of the race. being hopeful here and optimistic. Locked in. Concentration's high. Nerves are high for the end of the race as well. Being acutely aware of making mistakes. Potentially still cold tyres from the pits. Bit of tyre school there. Don't know if I was losing grip if the tyres are still cold. Not really any indicator on Gran Turismo to tell you if your tyres are warmed up or not without using telemetry data. As I've got the VR hat on, I can't really have a look at the screen on the Leoxz wheel that I'm using in the XGT Ultimate and tell me the tyre temperatures. Pulling along this straight here, trying to see if we can get a glimpse of 6th position, purple sector. So we're making good pace compared to what I've done before. But as we've seen from this race already, the cars are bunched up together. It seems to be that they have the slipstream and they can all pull away together as well. Got a slight glimpse of a car there. Trying to make sure I don't get too overexcited and overdrive, making mistakes that could potentially ruin my race. Another purple sector. The 6th and 5th position there. On the final lap. We're trying to see if we can maybe get another couple of positions before the end of the race. We just couldn't get the inside line there. 6 pulled in ahead. Holding that line as close as we possibly can. Pulling away from 6th position, pulling into 5th. Braking hard here. Up into 5th position. And we're trying to see if we can get any further forward. We did get a glimpse of a car there. Could be too late. Pulling along this last straight on the final lap. Trying to see what the outcome's going to be. Breaking away out the sausage curb. Spin it out. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, in the last corner. Sandwiched in between the two cars. And across the line. 6th position. That last corner at this track seems to be fatal for myself. It's something I need to work on. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. If you could like, subscribe and share this video out there. Catch you in the next one. Peace.